Imagine it's the year 2007. A small group of business leaders are looking at a strange new device called a smartphone. Some people laugh and say, nobody needs a computer in their pocket. Others see something different. They see the future. Fast forward to today. Smartphones changed communication, shopping, banking, transportation, education, and even how we find love. The companies that embraced the change became industry leaders. The companies that ignored it struggled to survive. Now history is repeating itself. But this time, the technology isn't the smartphone. It's artificial intelligence. And just like before, AI is creating two groups of people: those who learn to use it strategically and those who watch others pass them by. So what exactly separates AI leaders from everyone else? Why are some companies creating billions in value while others are still experimenting with chatbots? And what can you do right now to think like an AI leader? Let's find out. But first, what does it mean to be an AI leader? An AI leader is not necessarily a company with the most advanced technology. It's not the company with the biggest budget. An AI leader is simply an organization that uses AI better than its competitors to create real business value. In other words, human plus AI versus human alone. That changes everything. Let's explore the key factors that separate them from the rest. 1. They don't just use AI, they use it to solve bigger problems and think better. The biggest mistake most people make with AI is becoming obsessed with the technology itself. They spend hours asking, which AI tool is the best? Which AI software should I use? But AI leaders ask a completely different question. What problem am I trying to solve, and how can AI help me think through it better? Most people treat AI like a search engine with better grammar. They type a question, they get an answer, and they move on. AI leaders treat AI as a strategic thinking partner. Instead of asking, write me an email, they ask, my goal is to convince a hesitant client. Here's the situation, here's what I've already tried, and here's the challenge I'm facing. Help me think through the best approach. Notice the difference? One person is asking for an output, the other person is asking for insight. And insight creates competitive advantage. For example, during the early days of streaming, Netflix wasn't trying to become an AI company. They were trying to solve a customer problem. Customers spent too much time searching for movies and TV shows. Netflix used AI-powered recommendation systems to help viewers quickly discover content they would enjoy. Today, more than 80% of what people watch on Netflix comes from recommendations. The goal wasn't AI, the goal was solving a customer problem. AI leaders don't see technology for what it is today. They see what problems it can solve tomorrow. How you can do this? Before using any AI tool, ask, what problem am I solving? What result do I want? And how will I measure success? Always start with the problem. Never start with the technology. That single shift from user to thinker changes everything. 2. AI leaders invest in data and learning long before the crowd does. While most people are chasing the newest AI trend, AI leaders are quietly investing in two things that create lasting competitive advantage: high-quality data and continuous learning. AI is only as good as the data it gets and the people who use it. Without quality data, even the world's most advanced AI system becomes unreliable. And without continuous learning, even the best AI tools become useless. For example, many people think Amazon became an AI leader because of Alexa, but its success started much earlier. Long before AI became popular, Amazon was collecting and learning from customer data. Every click, search, purchase, and review. As early as the 2000s, it used machine learning to improve recommendations and understand customer behavior. While competitors focused on selling products, Amazon focused on learning from data. This early investment helped Amazon forecast demand, optimize inventory, personalize recommendations, and improve delivery efficiency. How you can do this? Set aside 20-30 minutes per day, not to consume AI news, but to experiment. Start collecting useful information. For businesses, customer feedback, sales records, and website analytics. For individuals, productivity data, learning progress, and financial records. Try a new workflow. Build something small with AI and see what breaks. The gap between AI leaders and everyone else isn't intelligence. It's accumulated hours of deliberate practice. Pick one AI tool this week and go 3 levels deeper than you normally would. Read the documentation. Watch a tutorial made for developers, not beginners. Understand the why behind the tool, not just the how. 3. They build systems, not just skills. Most people develop AI skills. AI leaders build AI systems. What's the difference? A skill is knowing how to use a prompt to write better content. A system is a repeatable workflow where AI handles your content research, drafting, editing, and publishing schedule automatically while you focus on strategy. For example, look at what HubSpot did. They didn't just train their marketing team to use AI tools. They restructured their entire content operation around AI, from SEO research pipelines to personalized email sequences that adjust in real time based on user behavior. The result? Massive output with leaner teams and higher conversion rates. Or consider how Shopify built AI into its merchant dashboard. Store owners don't need to know anything about machine learning. The system does the heavy lifting, surfacing insights about which products to stock, when to run promotions, and which customers are most likely to churn. That's a system doing the work of an entire analytics team. How you can do this? Start small. Pick one repetitive task in your life or business, something you do every week without fail. Now ask, how can I build an AI-powered workflow that handles 70% of this automatically? Map out the steps, identify which ones can be handed to an AI tool, chain them together using tools like Zapier, Make, or simple custom GPTs, then document it, refine it, and scale it. As we're talking about leadership, communication, decision-making, and business growth, there's something interesting I came across the Leaders Toolkit. Sometimes the real challenge is inspiring your team, handling tough conversations, making decisions that actually stick, staying focused under pressure. And it didn't stop at the ebook. You also get a checklist to keep you focused, a resource cheat sheet for quick solutions, and a mind map that simplifies everything into one glance. Simple, practical, and powerful. I've added the link in the description below so you can easily explore it after this video. 4. They treat failure as feedback. The people who are winning with AI have also failed with AI more than anyone else. A lot more. But here's what separates them. They fail, and they extract learning from every failure immediately. For example, Google is one of the most powerful AI companies on the planet. But do you remember Google Glass, Google Stadia, Google Plus? These were high-profile failures, and yet every one of those failures fed into Google's understanding of where AI and technology could and couldn't fit into people's lives. That learning shaped Google Lens, Google Maps live AR navigation, and DeepMind's breakthroughs in protein folding with AlphaFold, a discovery that is genuinely changing medicine. They failed forward, at scale. How you can do this? Stop waiting for your AI project to be perfect before you share it. Launch the imperfect version. Use AI to analyze the response, comments, clicks, conversions, feedback, then rebuild. Set a rule for yourself. One experiment per week. It doesn't need to be big. It just needs to produce data. 5. They stay human in a world going automated. One of the biggest myths about AI is that it replaces people. Here's the paradox of AI leadership. The more powerful AI becomes, the more valuable your humanity gets. The leaders who are truly winning with AI are not the ones who have fully automated themselves. They are the ones who use AI to amplify what only humans can do: empathy, creativity, ethics, vision, and authentic connection. For example, Satya Nadella transformed Microsoft from a fading tech giant into the most valuable company in the world, not just by integrating AI, but by leading with empathy first. His philosophy of growth mindset, learning from failure, staying curious, never assuming you know it all, is what made Microsoft's AI integration land successfully where others stumbled. He used AI to empower people, not to replace them. And look at how Patagonia, the outdoor clothing brand, is using AI not to cut customer service costs, but to deepen their relationship with customers. Their AI tools help identify customers who might need repair services for old gear, letting human representatives reach out personally. Technology serving humanity. That's the play. The AI leaders who will stand the test of time are not the ones optimizing for efficiency alone. They are the ones asking, how do we use this to create more meaning, more connection, more trust? How you can do this? Every time you deploy an AI tool, ask one question. Does this make the human experience better, or does it just make it cheaper? Use AI to take care of the repetitive, the mechanical, the transactional. Then use your freed up time and energy to show up more fully as a human for your team, your clients, your audience. The creativity, the judgment calls, the relationships. That's where you win. AI can write 1,000 emails. It cannot replace a phone call where you truly listen. The gap between AI leaders and everyone else is rarely intelligence. It's preparation. AI leaders build data before they need it. They learn before they are forced to. They experiment before the opportunity arrives. And when the AI revolution accelerates, they're not trying to catch up. They're already miles ahead. Because in the age of artificial intelligence, the biggest competitive advantage isn't access to AI. It's the combination of quality data, deep learning, and years of preparation. If you enjoyed this video, comment below. Which AI trend you believe will have the biggest impact over the next 10 years? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep thinking, keep building, and keep leading.